part of our summer culture is that we believe that we hear from God.
There's a step in which I learn that God talks to me. There's a whole nother step that says that God talks to you, and that I have the ability to accept that. And then, of course, John has the ability to speak it and share it.
Hey there. So today we are talking about, this lesson's about what we call the father wound. When we first heard some of this material, it was largely around when we started studying the Wild at Heart book and all that was going on there. And at the heart of the topic is this notion in which our fathers have a unique role in our lives. And many people have noted how the way that we understand our earthly fathers is often a really strong influence on how we ever understand our heavenly Father. Even the word father can become super loaded for people. That can be a super positive space. It can be something super negative. And it all comes from how, especially when we're young, our fathers, or at least the kind of the people in that role around us, they're often some of the sort of the strongest people that we're aware of, both their presence in the room, so to speak. But also what a lot of people will say is that there's a whole generation now that is remarkably fatherless. That there's a huge number of people for whom they just didn't have that in their lives, or it was here and there, or sometimes there are the fathers who are physically present but emotionally distant and that sort of stuff. So in this session, Eldridge is talking about that particular role in our lives, and especially how that affects how our lives go forward. Some of the pros and the cons, the good and the bad. But also he goes into like why this is important for our relationship with God, who identifies as a father, what that does for each of us, and kind of how we play that into our lives. So with that, I hope you enjoy this session. Hope you learn a lot, and I'll come back on the backside to reflect on it.